Watching the Lakers this season has been painful.
To win the game in regulation, and now the Lakers.
At the time of recording this video, the Lakers are now 4-5 after their 3-point narrow win over the Suns. But before this last win, the Lakers were just 0-5 on the road, and now they're holding the 8th seed. This is definitely a huge disappointment when you think about the expectations that this team came in with. Pelinka's goal in the offseason was to add shooting and guys who contribute and take the load off LeBron. But the beginning of this season looks almost as bad as last year's 2-10 start.
Westbrook.
And I know 4-5 is much better than 2-10, twice as good, I think. But the stats are just as bad. The Lakers this season have a negative 55-point differential, meaning their opponents have outscored them by a total of 55 combined points. That means the Lakers are consistently getting blown out, just like a couple games ago in Houston where they lost by 30, or the game before that where they lost to Orlando Magic of all people by 20. To put this negative 55-point differential in perspective, the Wizards are negative 60. The Bulls are better at negative 45. This is not the type of company you want to keep if your team is competing for championships. Obviously, the biggest hurdle for this team is the 3-point shooting. The Lakers are third to last in 3-point percentage at 31%, which is actually 3% lower than last season. And I know the joke. It's very funny to be like, oh, players forget how they shoot when they join the Lakers. You know, that's the common saying. Everybody forgets how to shoot. Just look at Malik Beasley. You know, the guy shot like 27% while he was here, but he was shooting 40% before we traded for him. When you really think about it, this seems to be a common trend, especially during these past 2 seasons. So there has to be some type of rationale behind this. What I think it is this. This is Darvin Ham's sensational 5-out system. This system is created so ideally you can create more space in the interior for LeBron and AD to operate in. But it has not been working this season, and it's because of 2 reasons. The first being is this offense is extremely stagnant. There might be one high pick and roll if you're lucky. Other than that, it's really just 4 guys standing around the perimeter, not passing the ball to AD, and just watching and waiting to take some type of open jumper. This translates to a lot of bad shots, a lot of pull-up transition jumpers, mid-range jumpers, and barely any ball movement when LeBron is out. I want you to think back. Have you ever seen this Lakers team do more than 2 to 3 passes before shooting a shot? When have you ever seen Darvin Ham call for a set play? I have never seen the Lakers call for like maybe a play where it's a double screen action to get Taurean Prince open into the corner or the wing. I haven't even seen any plays ran specifically for AD so you can get some easy looks in the paint. Ham does a poor job of utilizing players' strengths, which brings me to reason number 2 of why this offense doesn't work. Bad rotations. The biggest pain being Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell sharing the court at the same time. This is one of the worst defensive backcourts in the league. When it's a night where either one of them are struggling, which has been pretty much all season for Austin Reeves so far, it makes this a huge liability. Reeves made his impact last year coming off the bench. Even last summer with Team USA, he was coming off the bench and putting up great numbers. So it's going to be very hard for Reeves to get himself going when he doesn't have the ball in his hand. When he shares the court with D'Lo, LeBron, AD, those guys need the ball in his hand. So that reduces Austin Reeves just being a spot-up shooter, which is not what he is. He's not a spot-up 3-point shooter. He's a foul merchant. You know, he's great at driving to the hole, drawing contact. He's great in the mid-range at drawing contact, and he gets a lot of points off free throws, and he just can't be as effective when he's starting alongside guys like this. So last night we saw Reeves come off the bench versus the Suns, and he looked a lot better. He scored 15 points, shooting over 50% from the field, 50% from 3 with 7 assists. You can see just from the clips of the game how much more freedom he has. And that freedom with the ball does a lot for his game. But is that enough? Or do the Lakers really need a 3rd star? In my personal opinion, we already saw what that 3rd star format looked like. I wish I could forget those years of Westbrook.
Leave me alone!
The 3rd star that the Lakers really need is a coach. A coach who knows what they're doing. This offense is extremely stagnant. Pelinka did an excellent job getting shooters around AD and LeBron. Cam does a poor job of executing plays or even the basic things like calling timeouts to stop opposing teams' runs. We've seen him let teams go for 20, 25 points before even calling a timeout. And we're still watching LeBron in 2023 run center with 4 guards out there with him. It's insane. Just for example, the Denver Nuggets do not have a 3rd star. Some people, not me, but some people will say they don't even have a 2nd star. They wouldn't even call Jamal Murray a 2nd star. Yeah, he's their 2nd best player, but some people wouldn't even say that he is a star. But the Nuggets can still get it done. The Nuggets got it done last year and it looks like they're gonna get it done again this year. And that's because the Nuggets excel in playing big, playing defense, running plays to get shooters open, and getting easy buckets. What's the point of the Lakers getting a 3rd star when every single bucket is going to be tough? It's going to be a tough ISO shot. The Lakers need someone who can get these guys in the right position before they worry about fracturing this roster. But let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. Do the Lakers need to go ahead and trade guys like Rui Hachimura, Vanderbilt, or Austin Reeves to get 3rd star like Zach LaVine or Kyrie? Or do we just need a guy who's just much better at calling plays for these guys? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.